Good evening, weird little freaks. My name is Xander Salander. I am your friendly neighborhood vampire and horror host, here to talk to you about the German word that's on everyone's lips, Nosferatu. So first of all, yes, let's address the blood-sucking elephant in the room. I am calling myself a vampire. I am a grown-ass man. This is fucking stupid. I am aware. Yes, I know. However, I kinda am. And I can't deny it. My qualifications, I mean, I'm not wearing a cape, but one, I'm a goth, and two, I have a blood fetish. That kind of does it, right? This means that I interact with blood in a kind of horny way, I guess you could say. I wish it tasted better, but like, I will have a taste, or two, or several. I came into vampirism somewhat recently, after I was having a conversation with a partner about a blood scene I had done, and he goes, Xander, do you consider yourself a vampire? And I was just like, I guess. I may not be a mythic undead bloodsucker, not literally anyway, but I am about as close as you can get in our material reality. I am also, as it happens, a huge fucking dumbass. This means that my Dracula persona, or Draxona, if you will, is less Gary Oldman and more...
I am Count...
Leslie Nielsen.
Dracula.
In any case, this all makes me uniquely qualified to tell you which vampire media is good. And whoa, 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 whoa. Hot take incoming. Nosferatu is good. Fuck! I finally saw it the other night after missing the opening because of holiday travel, which I'm gonna regret missing the chance to dress up and go see it on opening night the rest of my life, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't need an excuse to wear a ridiculous outfit. You don't need an occasion. You can do it anytime you want. When I tell you that I was excited about this movie, that is putting it fucking mildly. When the first teaser dropped over the summer, I watched it on my lunch break at work and then ran back in all excited like, Robert Eggers is doing Nosferatu! To which my coworker said, what? And then I tried to explain who Robert Eggers is and what Nosferatu is, and I again was met with, what? Philistines. Since then, I have been eagerly fucking awaiting this film and keeping up on each new morsel of information as it's been revealed. I love, love, love Eggers. The Witch, or The Vitch, however you prefer to say it, was the second best horror movie of the 2010s. Sorry, Eggman, but Hereditary blew you out of the fucking water. And a breath of fresh air after the dogshit garbage nonsense that was horror in the 2000s. Oh my god, I'll do a video about that at some point, but fuck, it was bad. I knew after The Witch that he was one to watch, and his second feature, The Lighthouse, blew my little mind and set Eggman as one of my favorite directors after only 2 feature films, an honor previously only held by Panos Cosmatos. Eggman makes visual candy for those of us who like when we can't see shit and we feel creeped out about it. I am also, naturally, a goth and an art hoe, which means that I fucking love German expressionist films, like the original Nosferatu. My favorite is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, which is the only silent film that I will watch over and over and over and never get tired of it. I think I saw the original Nosferatu on disc from Netflix, fuck, I'm old, as a teenager, and I didn't quite get it, but I still thought it was pretty cool. I was like, wow, cool, these visuals. I don't know what's going on, but it looks cool. I've seen it several times since then, and it is challenging to review a film over 100 years after it was made, but I love that film because of its place in the emerging medium of filmmaking. Max Schreck's Count Orlok would not be nearly as effectively creepy in like floodlit 4K HD like we have today. Almost all acting in silent films was physical acting. Movement, tension, posing, and facial expression. As a model with over 15 years of experience, I can tell you that shit is not as easy as it fucking looks. So yes, it's impossible not to compare Eggers' Nosferatu to the original. Eggers' Nosferatu is... What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Oh my god. This fucking cat, dude. Hi. Hello. Do you want to be in the video? Eggers' Nosferatu is everything I could want out of a modern adaptation. It pays homage without doing fan service, although I don't know what the fuck kind of fan service German expressionism fans would want, like Conrad White and booty shorts? I don't know. It adds complexity to the story that fits nicely within the existing narrative, and it is fucking beautiful. What the fuck?
Horrible.
We knew Eggman would deliver on the aesthetics, and boy did he fucking ever.
Creature is a force more powerful than evil.
So, let's start with the fan service. As I mentioned before, the physical acting was a huge part of what made the 1922 Nosferatu so good, and the 2024 Nosferatu understood the fuck out of that assignment. We all know Bill Skarsgård can play any weird little freak through any amount of weird makeup or digital effects, but I don't think anybody knew Lily Rose Depp could fucking serve like she did in this film. She screams, she crawls, she gasps, her collarbones pop, and her eyes roll back, and oh my fucking god, she eats.
Come to me.
I think we all only knew her from that terrible HBO show she made with The Weeknd, and like, damn, a way to show us that you can do some shit, Lily. Much respect. I'm really excited to see what she's gonna do after this. Count Orlok has relatively little screen time, and most of it he spends in the shadows, more on that later, but he still manages to be so fucking scary. I had my eyes on his hands through a lot of the time that he was on screen. So much tension in those bony claws that sold the character so well. The use of physical acting in this film was such a perfect homage to the original. Silent film acting brought into modern filmmaking. Incredible, no notes, physical acting, perfect. Do I really need to even talk about the aesthetic of this film? We all knew what we were in for when we saw Egger's name on the trailer. The man knows how to set a creepy fucking mood, like how to use light and shadow to show just enough of what's going on to freak us the fuck out. I'll try to avoid spoiling the movie even though the story is like almost 200 years old, but I'll try anyway. The climax of the film has a lot to do with how light and shadow were used to build the tension up until that moment, and my jaw fucking dropped in the theater when it happened. It made so many of the choices in the photography make perfect sense. We are more scared by things that we cannot see, and Eggman knows this. He knew it in The Witch, he knew it in The Lighthouse, and he surely fucking knows it here. The photography was incredible. I audibly said damn at several shots. Every frame a fucking painting indeed, and I love it, I love it. God, we are in a fucking renaissance for aesthetic horror right now, and I'm so loving it. Really excited we are in the middle of it. So, I think if I have one complaint about this film, and this is going to sound really crazy, is that the narrative is too straightforward. Everything was clearly shown and explained, and there was a lot of expository dialogue, and I know that for 99.9% of people that's a feature and not a bug. But for me, I like to leave the theater a little confused. Look, I am here for the fucking aesthetic, and plot is secondary at best. I did appreciate the little bit of beef that was added to the story to kind of add some more complexity and depth to the narrative, but I came here for Eggers, and I was hoping for a little more Eggers. More narratively obscured, more akin to the earlier work. I guess as he's going to continue to make bigger and bigger studio projects, his work is going to get a little more easily digestible to mainstream audiences. That's inevitable, that's fine, get his bag, that's cool. But it does mean that I might have to compromise on some of the confusing weird shit that I like. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on in The Lighthouse. I've seen it many times, I still don't really get it, and I fucking love it every time. It's one of my favorite movies.
Watch you spill your beans.
This film was really heavy with exposition, and I think they could have cut some of that out. Leave a little bit more to the imagination, give me more strange looks and creepy photography and less words. Thanks very much. Finally, let's cut the bullshit. I know why y'all are here. You're asking me, Xander, how horny is this film? Very. It's very fucking horny.
But you could never please me as he could.
And I'll tell you what, it is horny, but I would not call it sexy. Count Orlok is not hot. He's grotesque, he's nasty, he's like dirty, slimy, rotting, decrepit. I would still absolutely hit it because I'm a monster. Make vampires grotesque again. I would call this an instant monster classic. Sex and the fear surrounding sex is at the heart of so many vampire legends, especially Bram Stoker's Dracula that this is all based on. Lily is terrified of Orlok and yet attracted to him at the same time. A very common feature in women's sexual fantasies. The vampirism in this movie is sexy in a way that only the freaks will understand. Everybody else is gonna be like, nasty. I don't imagine anybody would be going into this movie expecting some kind of Twilight experience, but if they were, they would be sorely disappointed. Orlok is not sexy, he's got a terrible little mustache. I don't think he's going to be the feature of any mommy porn anytime soon. I am hoping that if this movie does well, Hollywood will finally understand that the monster f***ers don't care if the monster is conventionally attractive. I feel like The Shape of Water set us on a path here, and I'm very, very, very here for where it is going. More monster f***ing in cinema, more monster f***ing in mainstream horror releases, yes please, yes please, yes please. Overall, I give Nosferatu 5 out of 5 stars overall, and 3 out of 5 eggplant emojis for horniness. Highly recommend seeing this one. Pour yourself a glass of red wine, cover yourself in velvet, and settle down to do some fantasizing about monster c***. My idea of a perfect movie night.
He is coming.
That's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in for my first ever movie review and my first video on horror fetish. I have no idea yet how frequently I'm going to be making videos, but I'm aiming for at least one a month. I have a lot of ideas, more ideas than I have time, of course. The next video will be an intro to the channel and what I'm hoping to do here on YouTube.com. If you liked this video or you think I'm cute, please bite that motherfucking like button and, if you liked this video or you just think I'm cute and you don't care what I'm talking about, please bite that motherfucking like button and subscribe and ring the bell and all the other shit that all the YouTubers say. Check out my Instagram and my Patreon, both linked in the description. Happy New Year, freaks, and may it be your freakiest year yet. So, I don't have a list of patron names to read out yet, so I thought instead I would read some of my favorite reviews of Nosferatu on Letterboxd. Hoxferatua. So it's okay to sing during Wicked, but if I start biting people during Nosferatu, I'm in the wrong? Interesting. You're laughing. Nosferatu has a mustache, and you're laughing. Y'all, girl was so horny she awoke an evil from a century-long sleep and brought a plague onto a city. Girls in situationships have never felt so seen. Willem Dafoe laughing maniacally while surrounded by flames is my favorite image of the year. What one does to an immortal being. Little Women for My Chemical Romance films. That's not Nosferatu, that's Waluigi. Whoever did the sound design for Orlok's Chomp and Suction deserve a raise. Every death I have to wince because of the nauseating voice. Frank Zappa Nosferatu. Never show an ugly man attention. They'll never leave you alone. Love the vibes, but that mustache was so unserious, behaving like he wanted the Baudelaire fortune. Y'all are really upset about this mustache. I get it, but I also don't.